Keanu Reeves is a bona fide Hollywood star and household name. His accomplishments in Hollywood were recognized in early 2005 with a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. From Bill and Ted to Speed, The Matrix, and John Wick, Reeves has done it all. And Reeves says money is the last thing he thinks about. He could live on what he has already made for the next few centuries. But things haven't always been so easy for Reeves. From a tough childhood to the devastating loss of his child and former girlfriend, Reeves has had more than his fair share of battles in life. So let's go check it out, guys. Kick back and relax as we look at the real-life story of Keanu Reeves. Reeves was born September 2nd, 1964 in Beirut, Lebanon, to Patricia and Samuel Reeves. He has a younger sister, Kim, and a younger half-sister, Karina. His father was in prison for drug trafficking and abandoned his wife and family when Reeves was 3 years old. The two would last meet when Reeves was 13. After his parents divorced in 1966, the family moved to Sydney, Australia, and then to New York City, where Reeves's mother married Paul Aaron, a Broadway and Hollywood director, in 1970. The couple moved to Toronto, Ontario, Canada, and divorced in 1971. When Reeves was 15, he worked as a production assistant on Aaron's films. Within 5 years, Reeves attended 4 high schools, including one from which he was expelled. Reeves stated he was expelled because he was just a little too rambunctious and shot his mouth off once too often. In college, he was a successful ice hockey goalkeeper and thought of playing hockey for the Canadian Olympic team, but decided to become an actor when he was 15. After a few minor roles, Reeves received a sizable role in the 1986 drama film River's Edge, which depicted how a murder affected a group of teens. Following this film's critical success, he spent the late 1980s appearing in a number of movies aimed at teenage audiences, including the lead roles in Permanent Record and the unexpectedly successful 1989 comedy Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure, along with its 1991 sequel, Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey. The same year, he had a breakout role starring alongside Steve Martin in the movie Parenthood. During the early 90s, Reeves played bass guitar in his alternative rock band Dogstar. Along with that, he started to break out of his teen film roles and starred in such movies as Point Break, My Own Private Idaho with the late River Phoenix, and Bram Stoker's Dracula. In 1994, Reeves's career reached a new high as a result of starring in the action film Speed. His casting in the film was controversial because he was primarily known for comedies and indie dramas, with the exception of Point Break. He had never been the sole headliner on a film. Reeves made news by refusing to take part in Speed 2 Cruise Control, despite the offered $11 million paycheck, which would have been his largest to date. In 1999, the science fiction action movie The Matrix hit the big screens and was a box office success, garnering 2 sequels, The Matrix Reloaded and The Matrix Revolutions. Combined in total, the Matrix trilogy grossed well over $1.5 billion worldwide. Whoa. But at the same time Reeves was enjoying worldwide success with his hit movie The Matrix, tragedy struck. In December of 1999, Reeves's girlfriend, Jennifer Syme, gave birth 8 months into her pregnancy. The child, to be named Ava Archer Syme Reeves, was stillborn. The strain put on their relationship by their grief resulted in their breakup several weeks later. Then, in April of 2001, Syme was driving in Los Angeles when she sideswiped 3 parked cars and was thrown from the car. Authorities believed she died instantly. Reeves, who was scheduled to begin shooting back-to-back Matrix sequels during the subsequent spring, sought peace and time to deal with this incident of the death of his former girlfriend. When asked about religion and spirituality, Reeves says he believes in God, faith, inner faith, the self. Reeves says that he is a very spiritual person, but his spiritual beliefs is something that is personal and private. And when asked by Stephen Colbert about his views on what happens after death, Reeves replied, "I know that the ones who love us will miss us." In a totally unrelated incident, in 2014, Keanu Reeves' movie Knock Knock really came to life when two stalkers trespassed on Reeves' Hollywood Hills home. In September of 2014, Reeves awoke and found a stalker in his library who told him that she was there to meet him. While Reeves calmly talked to the stalker, he called the police, who arrived and arrested her before taking her in for psychological evaluation. And then 3 days later, a second stalker made her way into his home through a gate that was left unlocked by a cleaning company. The intruder undressed and took a shower in Reeves' bathroom before swimming naked in his pool. The cleaning crew became suspicious and alerted Reeves, who was not at home at the time. He then notified the police and the stalker was remanded. Only in Hollywood, huh? In recent years, Reeves' career has had a resurgence with the success of the John Wick franchise, with certain elements of the story being based on Reeves' real-life events. The movies are known for their brutality and no-nonsense style, and have been big box office hits for Keanu. And to end on, Keanu Reeves is an avid motorcyclist. He has a scar on his abdomen from a motorcycle wreck in Topanga Canyon. He was driving one night with no headlights on when he crashed into the side of a mountain. He was hospitalized for a week with broken ribs and a ruptured spleen. However, that didn't faze Reeves, and he has gone on to co-found the Arch Motorcycle Company, which builds and sells custom motorcycles.